Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 3 in this series, CC versus Soso. Here on Terranistan, Soso spawning as the blue orc on the bottom right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, CC spawning as the red night elf. Gonna go ahead and speed things up, get things up to one second, get things up to the 2-minute mark, and then watch things unravel and unfold. Alright, Blade Master already out, and it looks like the Blade Master is just going to perhaps try and take down this Wisp here. That Wisp pretty much hiding himself already, as the Blade Master already selling that Scroll of Town portal, picking up some useful items, and now going after the Apprentice Wizard and maybe eventually the Renegade Wizard off over here. Meanwhile, it looks like there is a straight tech to tier 2. And now I can actually try and start to make predictions, as I'm not quite sure what strategy the Orc player is trying to go. Night Elf may be attempting to go the same exact strategy over and over. No, the Ancient of War is off to the north, and this base is completely wide open for some Wisp picking. However, the 3 Wisp off over here are already protected by a Moonwall there, so there is really no danger of perhaps the Wisp ending up falling at the hands of the Blade Master. Blade Master now making his rounds, did pick up a Slippers of Agility, already at very, very nice items, plus 5 damage just from a Circlet of Nobility and that Slippers of Agility, and now hoping to get some easy kills. Alright, let's take a look at this. There you can see that this base is completely wide open. Wisp may end up getting taken down. Yes, there it goes. One Wisp already taken down, and now other Wisp are off to the north. This is going to be a little bit of a dangerous spot to be in, as that Blade Master is not going to be able to get inside and take down those Wisp off to the back. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter is already going up against the bandits off over here, and the Demon Hunter has taken a fair bit of damage. He hasn't used Mana Burn, but he did tech evasion, so that is one of the reasons why he can actually run into a position like this and try and take down so many of these units. Demon Hunter is going to be sitting at level 2 quite comfortably, and with those Gloves of Haste and Slippers of Agility, he is going to be a force to reckon with. Meanwhile, Wisp still wandering around trying to do a little bit of scouting. He hasn't really bothered to scout yet, and this barracks is finally done with that first grunt. Alright, let's take a look back over here. Tree of Ages is nearly done as well, and we don't see any sort of, Hunter's Hall at all. So it looks like it is going to be Druids of the Talon once more. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter coming across here sees that the Stronghold is... No, he doesn't know the timing on that Stronghold, which is actually incredibly important. If he knows that the Stronghold is now completed, he may actually wonder what exactly is going on, because the timing on that is incredibly early. Alright, let's take a look. Tauren Chieftain is being added, and it looks like a very, very fast tech to tier 2 may open up for an earlier Spirit Lodge and perhaps earlier Raiders as well. And because of that, he's not going to be able to do nearly as much damage with the Beastmaster to try and take down some of those buildings. Alright, Demon Hunter Staff of Teleportation will be able to get away, hiding just around the corner. The Blade Master not going to be able to find his foe and should just give up the hunt already. Alright, Demon Hunter now heading off to the north, and it looks like he'll be able to get to level 3 without much of an issue. Meanwhile, we are going into a Keeper of the Grove for a second time. I'm not sure if the Keeper of the Grove was that solid of a pick in the first game, as the Entangles really didn't do all that much. The fights were not drawn out long enough, as we're now looking at the Demon Hunter clearing up the Troll Shadow Priest and should be able to get to level 3 off of this creep camp. Meanwhile, the Blade Master is still uncomfortably sitting at level 1, but the Tauren Chieftain will now make its way out, and perhaps this Renegade Wizard will end up getting taken down, hopefully dropping a useful item. Alright, Blade Master selling some items there, 37 gold now in the bank They can take a look at this. Another Circlet of Nobility. Is it going to be picked up by that Blade Master? Yes, plus 7 agility, plus 4 to every single stat right now. So even though the Blade Master is still sitting at level 1, his stats are actually closer in level to level 3. That's one of the reasons why the Blade Master is such a strong hero, as he is so stat dependent and Circlet of Nobilities are so readily available. Alright, there goes a Troll Shadow Priest. There's a Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain actually gets a mana burn for all of his efforts, and I'm not quite sure why the Tauren Chieftain would even care about getting mana burn at all right now. He is still sitting at level 1. He has Endurance Aura. Yes, a little bit of damage was dealt, but the Blade Master is actually much more critical, as the Blade Master now being forced to run back here. Alright, Tauren Chieftain still sitting at level 1. There's a second mana burn, and yeah, that level 3 Demon Hunter burning off 100 mana means that once the Tauren Chieftain even gets to level 2, it's not going to matter all that much. He's only going to be a little bit tankier, but he's not going to have anything to really cast spells with. That Shockwave or that Stomp would be critical. We saw what it did in game number 2, as the Demon Hunter currently has a very, very clear advantage with his hero level and I believe tech going to tier 3. We may even see a Goblin Tinker round out the numbers here, as the Demon Hunter looking to clear off this assassin creep camp over here on the top right. Tauren Chieftain finally at level 2, Blade Master finally at level 2, and I can't believe that Sisi is actually giving this so much time to his opponent to try and creep. He's going to start to develop a very strong advantage, as we are now going into mastery training from these Ancients of Wind. Alright, Raiders are being added as well. Spirit Lodge is getting that adept training for more mana and that all-important disenchant to try and stop those cyclones, or yeah, just try and stop those cyclones. Alright, there is an Entangle there, and you can see that the Enforcer did take a fair bit of damage, and he was pretty much nullified for quite a bit of time. Meanwhile, you can take a look at the Enforcer here, taking an additional 17% damage because of that Fairy Fire. That Fairy Fire, it does deal a tremendous amount of damage. If you ever fight against a Night Elf Undead and you have Acid Bomb, Fairy Fire, and Orb of Corruption in a 2v2 match, that is just one of the quickest ways to reduce an armor to -7. If you find the right units, you can get that armor so low that they're just taking crazy amounts of damage. I believe like anywhere from like 50 to like 70% extra damage per attack, which does get extremely scary. Alright, Druids of the Talon now making their way back down over here. It looks as though the Goblin Tinker has been purchased. Meanwhile, it's all going to come down to who is caught at the right and wrong time, and it looks like the Orc is going to be caught at the wrong time. Slow cast all across all of these units here. Kobold Taskmaster needs to get taken down. There's a stun on the Kobold Taskmaster. Demon Hunter, there's another mana burn on the Tauren Chieftain, as the Tauren Chieftain is up in the air. Blade Master completely trying to just rethink everything here, as the Demon Hunter sitting at level 3 with an Orb of Venom should be in a great spot. Meanwhile, the Goblin Tinker and the Keeper of the Grove doing what they do best, supporting that Demon Hunter, Thorn's Aura, and that Pocket Factory Clockwork Goblins causing so many problems. It looks like the Blade Master will be forced to retreat and lick his wounds. Blade Master now coming back, Tauren Chieftain coming back as well. Blade Master gonna get a little victory here, taking down a Wisp that shouldn't be on this side of the map any longer. Tauren Chieftain still seen at level 2 though, needs a Clarity Potion and needs to get to level 3, but there's no more creep camps available inside this portion of the map, meaning that the Tauren Chieftain is not going to be able to get to level 3, and those shockwaves are not going to deal nearly as much damage unless he can buy himself a little bit of time. It looks like Sisi wants to finish this. He wants to get the job done, and the Demon Hunter, Keeper of the Grove, Goblin Tinker just coming straight inside the base and going to be able to take down this Orc Burrow, which may give a level... Is it going to give level 4 to a Demon Hunter? It may actually give level 4 to a Demon Hunter. No, the other heroes were a little bit too close. It's going to be incredibly close here as we now see another Orc Bro getting taken down. Blade Master, or the Demon Hunter, is 6 experience away as we now see a Fairy Dragon here, making sure that disenchants are going to be that much more difficult to land. Tauren Chieftain. All right, there's a Spirit Link. There's Mana Flare coming across as the Druids of the Talon just focusing down units here. Another Entangle. Demon Hunter now sitting at level 4 Orb of Venom, and this is just going to be an easy cakewalk for CC. CC going to be able to finish off all of these units here. There is those Entangles. Not enough disenchants as we're looking at a Goblin Tinker now attempting, or may get taken down. All right, 46 over 40 supply, unable to train up anymore. Goblin Tinker may end up falling here, but the Clockwork Goblins are still causing problems. Yes, the Pocket Factory is still right there. The Demon Hunter going after another Raider there, and it looks like unit after unit is going to end up falling. Being forced to retreat away from your base is always very, very scary, as the Demon Hunter may be able to finish off this Blade Master here. Blade Master now down to 500 hit points. It does end up getting surround, and there is the GG. An easy game, 3-4 CC over Soso. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.